Xin kính chào quý vị. Hôm nay là cái dịp rất là đặc biệt mà chương trình Tìm Hiểu Pháp Luật được giới thiệu hai nhân vật rất là quan trọng trong cộng đồng của những cái vùng gần Dallas-Fort Worth này. Đầu tiên, Thư xin giới thiệu với quý vị hai ông thị trưởng, ông Jeff Williams là thị trưởng của thành phố City of Arlington và ông thị trưởng Doug là ông thị trưởng của thành phố Garland. Thưa quý vị, hai vị quan chức này đã bỏ cái thời gian mặc dù rất là bận rộn đến với chúng ta để trao đổi những cái tin tức về riêng họ và những công việc họ đang làm. Xin quý vị cho phép Thư được nói tiếng Anh với hai vị quan khách của chúng ta hôm nay. Everybody has a story to tell, and I know you guys have been involved in the city of Arlington and city of Garland for a long time before you become a mayor. Could you please tell us a little bit about you or your family? What's your story? I'll start with Major Athos.
I moved to Garland about 1992, and because of some of the things that I was doing, I was asked to serve on our Planning and Zoning Commission. This was in 1996, and served in one capacity with the city ever since, except for 1 year between council and being mayor. My family and I have been there that whole time. My son was born in Garland and raised in Garland. I just graduated from Garland High School and now is a student at the University of Texas, Dallas. But it's a great place to live, and as most North Texas communities are, we're all very proud of our different communities, and we've done a great job. So for us being here, we've come from a lot of different directions to all come together to be in North Texas. In my family, we came from California, where we lived for a few years after college, and so we're happy to be back home.
Okay, thank you very much, Major Athos. How about you, Major Williams?
Well, we were privileged to move here in the 80s, and my wife and I very purposely picked Arlington because they had great schools, loved the people, and we also really enjoyed going to the Texas Ranger games and Six Flags, and so we purposely started our family here in Arlington, and we have 3 kids there, and they are grown now, but they grew up here in Arlington, and 2 of the 3 of them have actually moved back with their families and still live here in Arlington. But then I am president and owner of Graham Associates, a civil engineering firm in which we have designed many of the premier projects here in Arlington and around the Metroplex, such as the ballpark in Arlington, AT&T Stadium, the Cowboys, the I-30 Three Bridges project, South Lake Town Square, Park Central over in Dallas, and it has been a great career here in having the opportunity to do civil engineering. But as part of that, we also have been very involved in recruiting companies there to these cities and actually selling them on the development here in North Texas. In addition to that, I was chairman of the Chamber of Commerce and have served in many different leadership capacities in our city. And I had leaders here from our community come to me and said, we want you to run for mayor and serve and use your expertise in engineering and economic development and bringing people together here. And so we did that and been serving about 1.5 years, and it has been a wonderful experience here for my wife and I. And we love Arlington and we love the people that we've encountered here.
Thank you both for being here today. I know you are both very busy, but you make time to come and talk with me and say Happy New Year to the Vietnamese community. And I know that people are very impressed about what we've done for the cities. The Vietnamese community in Garland and the Vietnamese community in Arlington are growing, and we want to learn more about our officials and our government. And I guess on a more personal note, what are your hobbies?
For me, I think my favorite hobby is photography. I started a website years ago called Garland Eyes, and I haven't been able to administrate it as much lately, so I have a committee that's been doing that. So we try to put up a photograph a day that has 1 degree of connection to Garland. In other words, it's either taken in Garland, it's taken of a Garlandite, or it's taken by a Garlandite. If it's taken by a Garlandite, it might be anywhere in the world, but every day someone can go to that website and see something that has a connection to Garland. the previous mayor, Ron Jones, and I were walking out of a Senate building in Washington, D.C., and Leanne Rimes, who grew up in Garland, was walking out. So someone snapped our picture, and that qualified to be on there for a number of reasons. So photography is my #1 hobby, and that's what I really like. And it's what I collect. I have a lot of really nice pieces of photography that I've collected over the years.
And so you incorporate your passion of art, it's a form of art, into even your job, and welcoming people and letting people see a part of Garland that not many people get to see sometimes, right? How about you? What are your hobbies?
Well, my hobbies before I was mayor was that I played softball once a week. Harold Patterson here on my softball team that I've played on for 30 years. And I played golf once a week, and then I went snow skiing. All of that has been done and put on hold because in serving as mayor, it takes too much time. So now my hobby is really watching Texas Rangers and Dallas Cowboy games and trying to help there to try to translate that. But I do hope that I'll be able to get back into sports in some way, because I still love to play sports and to try to make time for that. But it's been an exciting time in our community and a very demanding time there. And as Mayor Athis knows, you never know when the demand on your time is going to be from one day to the next.
Yes, yes, definitely. How about your pet peeves?
I really try to be pretty accepting of people, but I would say my pet peeve is dishonesty. I try to deal with data, facts, and for people that share things that are untrue, make up news stories or whatever is going on out there now in the social media, that's probably my #1 pet peeve, because we don't operate as humans if we don't deal with the truth.
Correct, correct. I totally agree. How about you?
Yeah, I love what Mayor Athis said, and mine goes right along with that, is that, you know, as we work to improve our community, it is so uplifting to encounter people who recognize the challenges and want to do something about it. However, when you have people that point out problems but no solutions, it's very discouraging, because they're not getting in and trying to help, and they even can spread misinformation. You know, it's been very uplifting for the most part for us to have a city that has a can-do spirit and wanting to move our community ahead. And so that is probably my pet peeve, that hey, I want our citizens to want to help solve our challenges.
Yeah, so focus on the positive side instead of the negative stuff.
Right.
Yep.